my friend over here. This is my sister.
Yeah.
And me. This is where I sleep.
Yeah, this is where his room is. I don't have a room.
Okay, guys, we're gonna watch some stupid short videos, as you can see over here. Stupid shorts videos.
Yeah.
Okay, now what should we watch? This one.
Oh, that is what.
Looped videos are stupid, and if you keep watching till the end, I will tell you exactly why. Looped videos are just straight up boring and a huge waste of time. Take it from me, I once watched a looped video for hours waiting for the end. The video said, oh, wait till the end to find out what happens, but there was no end, like it's just absolutely ridiculous. And in my opinion, looped videos are stupid, and if you keep watching
Hey Cal, how's school?
Amazing!
Name a city that changed your life. Wuhan. It should be illegal to drive this drunk. It's 1 p.m. on Sunday, brother. Me and my friends would have killed ET with hammers. I can tell you that much. Next victims. Okay, update. Totally thought I had COVID, but figured out I was just withdrawing from meth. Lol. Men under 5'11 shouldn't exist. I'm 5'7. But that's 11'7 over your dad if that helps. You're just a number, Todd. We hope to see you soon. 4 weeks, no heroin, no crack. New record. If your dealers was black, I hope you realize. Hashtag support black.
So what was the earliest you ever got to school? Maybe you had to make up a quiz, or your mom had an appointment.
Oh my goodness, that's so true, man. The most earliest I have to go to school has to be in 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock. Because I work very early. And I have to go in like 8 minutes straight at 8 o'clock.
And you had to be dropped off half an hour early. Well, this one time in high school, I missed class, so I had to make up a test. And my math teacher was super stern that I had to make it up before school. Can you come at 6:30 a.m.? And I'm not a morning person. School starting at 8 was bad enough for me. I was never disrespectful, so I just nodded my head and said, okay, like an idiot. My mom dropped me off at 6:30 sharp. And she was all mad because it was so early and I was barely awake. I'm outside of the teacher's room and she's not there. And she's probably running late. 1 hour passes and I'm still sitting there outside of the class. Did she forget? Well, apparently she did because she arrived with 10 minutes to spare. Oh, Jorge, what are you doing here? You told me to come at 6:30 to take a test. Oh, I did? Well, you can just come after school to take it. Man, I don't even want to take the test anymore. So what was the earliest you ever...
Look, I'm gonna be real honest with you. I hate
that one night. Didn't read all the questions in my exam in science. So I have to go back there, so...
drawing hands, and I'm really bad at it. I mean, look at my paintings. See any hands here? No, and that's because I'm so bad at them. And when I do paint hands, I put gloves on them. It's cheating, I know, but let's just figure this out together, okay? I start off with a trapezoid shape for the hand. Then I add the 4 knuckles, just circles. It's never in a straight line, always rounded. From there, just make some cylinders. Usually, I just do 2, coming out for the fingers. The best advice, though, is to practice. If you have an extra hand, draw it. Sometimes I use action figures, or you can just Google pictures. But with any drawing, practice is what's going to help you more than shortcuts. Look at how much I improved on this page from the first hand drawing to the last. Okay.
This is one of the best drawings.
Maybe not this last one. I have no idea what's going on here. But I got some good ones in there, right? The point is, you'll get better with practice. And we could all use some practice. Especially when it comes to hands. I hate hands. Look, I'm gonna be real honest with you. I hate...
Did you know this about Sonic the Hedgehog? When Dr. Robotnik tells his assistant, Agent Stone, that he was trained by Native American shadow wolves, it sounds like a nonsensical line about a made-up thing to give him some humorous backstory. Surprisingly, though, Native American shadow wolves are a real thing. They're trackers who are part of U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE. Did you know this about Sonic the Hedgehog? When Dr. Robotnik tells his assistant, Agent Stone, that he was...
This is how I made a commercial for DoorDash in one day. So first I threw on some rollerblades to get some follow cams of Megan DoorDashing on a bike. I wanted a transition shot from biking to walking, so we did this movement where the DoorDash bag cuts from
They're so good! So good.
the left side of frame to the right. Then we went inside and did the exact same movement but walking so the clips would line up perfectly. Then we had these 3 shots that were all in different locations, so to make them flow together as seamlessly as possible, I shot them all from the same angle and had Megan move her head the same way in each shot. So from right to left here and here, and then from left to center here and here. Then we grabbed a few more shots. I hired a guy off the internet to do the voiceover. I edited it all together, and here is the final commercial.
This is Megan, and over the years, she's had her fair share of crappy summer jobs. But this summer, she decided to become a dasher, so she can work whenever she wants, and not have to deal with some grumpy boss. So be like Megan, live summer on your own terms, and start dashing now.
I forgot his name, honestly.
あいつにはまんまと逃げられちまった。
He got away right under. Freaking
なんだ
Naruto with the KCM. Oh my god. Iowa. No way, dude. He is the son of Minato. But I don't know what happened to them.
This guy tried to buy a Harrier
Namikaze clan.
jump jet using Pepsi. In the 90s, Pepsi ran an ad campaign showing off Pepsi points. The points could be redeemed to win prizes like a t-shirt or sunglasses. But in the end of their commercial, they jokingly showed a Harrier jet and put a price of 7 million points on it. One man took this seriously and purchased 7 million Pepsi points for $700,000, and then sued the court when the company wouldn't give him his fighter jet. As you could imagine, he lost. The court agreed with Pepsi, stating that it should have been obvious they weren't serious, and legally, they wouldn't have even been able to give him a fighter jet. And since Pepsi never cashed the check, they didn't owe him any. This guy tried to buy. This is what happens when you cross Disney World with Taco Bell. You may remember Casa Bonita from the South Park episode that aired back in 2003. And while this place sounds like an absolute joke, Casa Bonita actually exists. And South Park's representation is pretty spot on. As you munch on some tacos, professional divers are pulling off tricks and flips and jumping in the water from 30 feet overhead. It's not just a diving show though. Casa Bonita depicts various parts of Mexico throughout the establishment. You can even explore Black Bart's hideout, or you can even go check out the live band. There was one glaring issue with Casa Bonita though, the food. The food has a horrible reputation, and people were really just going for the experience. After years of hardship during the pandemic, Casa Bonita filed for bankruptcy. But then, their number one fans, Trey Parker and Matt Stone, stepped up to buy it. Matt and Trey are better known as the creators of South Park, and their goal is to improve everything, but change nothing. This is what happens when you cross.
Humans developed some seriously strange stuff during the Second World War. One weapon soldiers hated the most was called the sticky bomb. In theory, this hand grenade would stick to an enemy tank, allowing the vehicle to drive away before exploding from a distance. I mean, that sounds kind of cool. The design has some major flaws, though. For one, the sticky bomb was, well, sticky. During training, at least one man got the grenade stuck to his uniform, meaning his friend had to help rip off his trousers before he was blown up. And for all its stickiness, it was pretty ineffective if the target was wet, muddy, oily, or, anything that tanks are in the middle of battle. Not wanting the 2.5 million grenades to go to waste, the British Ministry of Defense decided they would re-gift their sticky bombs to auxiliary units and clandestine resistance forces on the continent. Although sticky bombs did help take down 6 German tanks attacking Tunisia in 1943, now they mainly act as a reminder that humans developed some seriously strange stuff during this.
Years ago, I introduced the family to World of Warcraft.
Cheesecake ice cream and cheesecake pieces. With a beautiful rose shape and a crunchy wafer cone. Say it with a rose. New Cornetto Love Rose Strawberry Cheesecake.
What's that?
Afton quickly discovered that we have 4 completely different ways of enjoying the game. Me, I never read the quests. Just point me in the right direction, I'll go kill whatever it is you need me to kill. After dying several times because I charged in like a lunatic. But I am tenacious, and I will win eventually. My son Logan talks to every NPC, learns all the backstory, understands the quests to the smallest details, can recite the lore of the land, has done all of the side quests, and generally is a know-it-all and always the strongest person in the party. His twin brother Brendan, on the other hand, didn't care about leveling up, didn't care about quests or storylines. He just wanted one thing from WoW: the Explorer's Badge. To obtain the coveted title of Explorer, Brendan had to travel to every land, cross every river, unlock every part of the map. When it was enemy territory, he'd die a lot, or ask his brother for some help. But God bless him, he got his badge eventually. Then there's my wife Donna. She's not a gamer, but she wanted to spend time with us, so she discovered herbalism. Wherever we'd go, she'd always be lagging behind us because...
Sleep now. Okay, guys. I'm gonna end the video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy it. My first reaction video. Bye.